Today I put all 30 teams on a map to play NBA Imperialism, but after each game, the winning team will get to add one random legend. We will have a super team or two or many more formed over the course of this video. We will surely see plenty of chaos. Beginning with our first matchup, we're heading to the West Coast. Will this be a battle of LA to get things started? It's a pretty good likelihood, chance, opportunity. I was just saying words there. That's embarrassing. And it's not a battle of LA. The Clippers heading south. They will take on Phoenix. Oh, and I thought the scriptwriters might be cooking right out the gates, but unfortunately Phoenix is up 7 late, and that miss from Kawhi might just be the game. It was a tight matchup throughout here, but Phoenix pulled away in the fourth quarter. Like I said, thought we were jumping into a potential great finish. Devin Booker wide open midi, he bricked it, but even without that dagger from D-Book, the game was over. Phoenix, okay, yeah, pretty good roster. I would think the Clippers are better on paper, but if D-Book's gonna give you 44 points on just 26 field goal attempts, yeah, you're gonna be hard to beat. And that is the first move of our video, Phoenix wiping out the Clippers. And that'll lead us into the twist of today's video. Phoenix, for winning a game, will get to add one random legend. I've got them all hidden. There's no way. There is no way. They get Steve. There are literally 50 legends in that Magic hat. There's one Phoenix Sun legend, Steve Nash, and he gets pulled after the Suns win. I don't understand how things work sometimes.
That's just crazy.
But there you go. Our first matchup, our first legend edition, our first territory steal, all out of the way. Oh my gosh, the OKC Thunder. All right, here we go. This is a massive moment in the video. We can't let the Thunder and their existing super team start gaining momentum already. I don't mean to over embellish, but Denver, if you don't win this game, I mean, it might be video over just like that. Thankfully, I guess the Nuggets heard my dramatic commentary as they showed up ready to play and dominate. SGA was literally unstoppable for the Thunder, but he didn't get much help as Jamal Murray led Denver in scoring. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We survived the Thunder in another video. We didn't even let them get started. They are first rounded, I guess. Look at Shea. The man has near 50 points. If we would have let them get a legend, there's Michael Jordan in our group of legends. They could have been literally unstoppable. Now Denver's going to be amazing, but better than seeing OKC run the tape. Jamal did lead the Nuggets in scoring, as I mentioned. A kind of off game for Joker. How did they win? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 49 points on 21 of 36 shooting. How in the world did they lose? Goodbye to the OKC Thunder. I really can't believe we're doing that already, but I love it. Not even trying to be a hater. It's just we've all seen the Thunder win enough. As we're back to our Magic hat. Oh my gosh. What? Dude, how is that even going to work? Shaquille O'Neal, the random legend added to Denver. I made Joker a power forward just to see those two on the court at the same time. Will that work out? Denver is well on their way. Our next matchup, back to the West Coast. Golden State traveling to take on Sacramento. All right, I'm sorry. What happened? 141 to 85. That's a 56 point. I don't know what happened here. DeMar had 35. Malik had 25. Sabonis, a monster triple-double. Nobody other than Steph Curry had a pulse on Golden State. All right, that happened. The Kings, as a reward for their big win, were able to add random legend Jason Kidd. That might work. As we moved on, the wheel would spin us to New York Knicks. Our first trip to the East Coast, they're taking on Boston. With a healthy Jason Tatum, Boston was more than up to the task of taking on a talented Knicks squad. Brunson and Towns both showed up and showed out for New York, but the Celtics had balanced output from their entire lineup and ended up with an 8-point win. Another heavyweight knocked off the map. The Knicks are gone. The Boston Celtics drawing Dirk Nowitzki, who really does fit perfectly into their starting five. While back to the wheel, we'd get our next matchup set, a battle for Florida Magic Heat. Oh, and our Battle of Florida, not disappointing. A 1-point game, just over a minute left. Paulo Banchero and the Magic looking for a big-time bucket here, or a 2 or a 3 would obviously very much help. Bam guarding up on Banchero. The former first overall pick trying to go to his left. He is getting shut off. This is a terrible possession, and Bam finishes it with a rejection. Wait a minute, where's Tyler? Why is Tyler Hero not on the court? Davion throws it away. I definitely have foul outs turned off. There's no reason Hero shouldn't be closing this game as Franz drops one in. I fear Eric Spoelstra is not cooking right now with this closing lineup. They're going right to Bam, who's spinning inside on Paulo, gets good position and sells on the layup. It is definitely wraps. Oh my gosh, Davion Mitchell just turned it over. Once again, that's not great. 27, 8, and 8 for Franz, 25, 12, and 7. The Magic's young duo leading them to a W. As a reward for that big dub, the Orlando Magic would get the big ticket. Kevin Garnett again slotting perfectly into their lineup. As we move back to the wheel for, I thought, a battle of Texas, but instead Houston sent east. They're taking on the Pels. Oh, wow. Okay, this is not how I thought this game would go. The Pelicans are up for a chance to close this game out. Just over a minute left. Kevin Durant going to work. I like the talent on Houston's side better. KD, that's a great bucket. DeJounte's going to take a screen from Yves Missi. DeJounte coming off. It gets a step on Almond. Kicks it out for the potential dagger, but Trey Murphy misses it. Wow. The Rockets dodge a bullet. Can they even this game up? Kevin. Oh, yeah, Kevin. Oh, Kevin floating in and finishing. Zion Williamson on the perimeter is going to step out of bounds. What are the Pelicans doing? The final timeout burn for Houston. I think they're going to kill clock. There's like a 1.5 second differential here, and they're going to try and get it to Kevin Durant in the post. A couple buckets in the clutch already. KD getting boxed out. Punch it in. Oh my gosh, he put it up with his left and in. I don't even know what I just said. Kevin Durant game winner. Kevin Durant 3 for 3 in the clutch to single-handedly snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Oh, that would have been great. Imagine if Zion would have hit that. On the game, 30 points on 12 of 19 shooting for Kevin Durant, plus the game winner. That's a turning back the clock performance. Definitely a missed opportunity for the Pels as Houston advances, and look who they get to add. Chris Paul returning to Houston, this time though in his prime. That's perfect. These legend fits look amazing on paper. We'd get our first repeat team of the video as the Nets were spun, challenging the Celtics. The Nets actually hung around tighter than I expected in this game, but ultimately the Celtics talent did win out. 29 from Tatum to lead the way, just 10 points on 1 of 8 shooting for Dirk in his debut. That's not great. Unbelievably, after that win by the Celtics, they would pull a random legend, Paul Pierce. Are you kidding? What are the chances? Back to the wheel we'd go. A heavyweight Eastern Conference matchup set up. Detroit, Cleveland, let's do it. Oh, and as promised, a heavyweight matchup. Let's go. All tied up at 136 with just over a minute left. Cleveland in their statement black jerseys, or are these their city edition? I don't know, but that's a turnover. Jaden Ivey gets rejected by Evan Mobley. Yeah, that's a DPOY type of play. The beast that is known as Cade Cunningham getting shut off by Darius Garland. He's trying to bully him into the paint, and he eventually does. Kind of an ugly bucket, but it works. Does Cleveland have an answer now? If Mobley would have kept that block shot inbounds, that would have been crazy. Darius does have an answer. Looks like they don't have urgency. Yes, Cade to the rim. Never mind. Kisses it off window. That does secure the 2-for-1 for the Detroit Pistons. Cleveland, this possession so important. It's only Darius Garland and Cade Cunningham getting looks right now. The shot clock is turned off. 6 seconds left. Cade Cunningham going to work. He's gotten buckets here in the clutch. He's getting shut off by Garland. He puts up a... The defense was good by Cleveland. They don't have a timeout. Cade Cunningham, game winner. Unreal finish, 44 points, 8 assists. Cade Cunningham, the real MVP out here. After their big win, the Pistons would snag legend Mitch Richmond, who should fit in well in the modern era. While we'd head back down to the southeast region of the states, the Atlanta Hawks traveling north to take on Memphis. Okay, the scriptwriters are cooking back-to-back clutch finishes. Memphis hanging tough with an Atlanta Hawks team that always simulates so freaking well. Ja Morant drops off Zach Edey. Oh yeah, everyone on Memphis is healthy. That is why they're hanging tough. Trae Young is also healthy for the Atlanta Hawks, so no wonder their offense is clicking well here. Trae half spinning inside step backing. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a gorgeous make from Trae Young. What does Ja have as an answer? He passes to the rookie Coward, who knocks it down. Kristaps setting a screen for Trae Young, who's open himself from deep. This time he misses. Ja Morant gonna drive at Jalen Johnson, kick it out. Oh my gosh, Jaren Jackson Jr. has Trae Young on him. He's gonna put up a 3. Dude, get to the post. Zach Edey on the glass. What a crazy sequence. Atlanta doesn't have a timeout either. Ice, Trae Young. What does he have? Driving at draw, pulls up for the win. Misses at the buzzer. Insane finish. Cedric Coward led the Grizzlies in scoring. Ja had 21 and 10. Trae Young 32 points, but in a losing effort. A Zach Edey game winner. Crazy, by the way. The Grizzlies get to add legend Clyde Drexler. That fits their roster pretty nicely. As we go back to the west coast of America, the Kings up for their second game. Their opponent in this one, the Utah Jazz. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the Jazz were the opponent here, I thought they stood no chance. They do end up losing by 15 on home court, but trust me, the game was a little closer than you might have expected. I don't know, silver linings. The Kings, another good W. Monk and DeRozan leading the way. 20 and 11 for Jason Kidd in his debut. debut. Unfortunately for Sacramento, their second legend upgrade, very redundant, John Stockton next to Jason Kidd. Okay, I don't know how that'll work, but we were moving on. The San Antonio Spurs entering the video to take on Steve Nash and the Suns. I'm not sure how the Suns did it, but Wemby was held in check with just 16 points for the Spurs, while on the other side, Nash delivered 15 and 11, D-Book had 26, and the Suns were 2-0. A reward for beating Wemby and the Spurs, the Phoenix Suns got Bob McAdoo. If you know, you know. That's probably the best legend acquisition in this video. I can't wait to see them in action again. Speaking of teams we're seeing again, the Kings, their third matchup coming up, Portland versus Sacramento. Dude, look at this. Sacramento Kings fans, let me hear from you in the comment section. This might be your video. Your boys are 3-0. We can't even get a clutch finish. They're too dominant. I guess Jason Kidd and John Stockton worked. Another resounding victory, 16 and 11 for Kidd, 15 and 16 for Stock, and they played good minutes each. All right, credit to the Kings. They're figuring it out. And you know what? I want to pause for just a quick second to say thank you so much for watching my video. Any amount of viewers, anyone watching my content, I really do appreciate it. So I want you to feel that. I would also love to get some comment interaction on this video. So let me know down below your favorite NBA team and how they became your favorite team. For me, it's just I'm a LeBron stan. I don't have a hometown team. I don't have a great connection to any individual franchise. So wherever LeBron goes, I support him. But let me know down below your favorite team and how they became that favorite team of yours. Yeah, anyways, back to the video. Another big Kings W as they take over so much real estate on the map, and they finally got another good legend addition. Not another point guard, it was Bob Pettit, former 1950s era MVP winner. As we go back to the wheel, another repeat team, the Pistons, they were welcoming Toronto into the video. Oh my goodness, you will never guess where we are in this game. We are in OT. I thought the Pistons had this game won. A late flurry by the Raptors in regulation. It's a tie game in overtime. Just embrace it. The clutch finish. Cade Cunningham is so good. I was definitely giving the benefit of the doubt to the Pistons. They have a legend, Mitch Richmond. They should have won this game, but the Raptors will not quit. Can they tie the game up now? Brandon Ingram trying to drive at Azar Thompson. Oh, that was... Nope. What was that, 2K? What was that? Cade Cunningham now a chance to put the nail in the Raptors' coffin. Hop stepping inside. Pirtle on the help. Oh, my word, he missed. They're going to hold the ball and go for the tie. Under 7 seconds left. Brandon Ingram makes his move. He passes up on a three. Wait, Scotty Barnes. Hand down, man down. He actually had a good look in the corner. Wow, the Raptors fought. Scotty had a good look over Tobias Harris. Would have won the game. It took overtime. 36 and 12 from Cade. He was amazing. Mitch Richmond was really good. How did they not do credit to the Raptors? A great finish to the game and a great legend pickup for the Pistons. Gary the Glove Payton, their backcourt looking insane. As we go back to the wheel and get two fresh new faces, the Philadelphia 76ers traveling to take on Washington. And with both teams making their debut, as you may have predicted, it was the 76ers in control from tip to final buzzer. Tyrese Maxey leading the way with 26 and 11. Good start for Philly. I'm not sure how this legend edition is going to go. The Sixers pulling Yao Ming. Yeah, him and Joel together, what could go wrong? Will they be able to stay healthy? Well, that's the real question. We got the Grizzlies back up for their second game, taking on the Pacers in their debut. And look at that, another tight finish for the Memphis Grizzlies. They had a game winner from Zach Edey last time out. They're getting a poster from legend Clyde Drexler. That is how you get it done in the clutch. Clyde blowing past his defender, finishing with emphasis. Now it's on the Pacers to get a bucket back, and Tyrese got him. A healthy Pacer squad, obviously a foe. Clyde Drexler ahead of the pack to rookie Cedric Coward. Jumping in, we're immediately seeing Clyde Drexler paying dividends for the Grizzlies. All they need is one stop, but Halliburton to the rim cannot be. Pretty good job. Clyde to the mid post, pump faking. Oh, and a turnover. Coward threw it away. Pascal Siakam in the passing lanes. Finishes and one over Triple J. You've got to be kidding me. Memphis knows where their bread is buttered. They're going to the low block to Clyde Drexler. Clyde with Neesmith on him, spinning to the rim. Great position underneath. Puts it up with his right hand and kisses it off the window. No timeouts left for the Pacers. Go. You've got to go. Tyrese passed the ball. 3 seconds left. Not going to go. The Memphis Grizzlies are 2-0 with 2 game winner finishes. Clyde Drexler this time getting it done. And look at all that real estate now owned by the Memphis Grizzlies. Good stuff. As we saw, Clyde Drexler, a great addition for them. Their second legend acquisition is good. Wow. I mean, speaking of the Indiana Pacers, it's Larry Bird. Larry, legend. Oh my gosh. He slots perfectly into this Grizzlies lineup. Man, they might be making a run. As back to the wheel we go, we are at the exact midway point of this video. We see the return of Denver. They have played one game already, Denver. Remember, they beat the Thunder way back when. What's next on their docket? They will be traveling east to take on the Chicago Bulls. Again, 15 teams down, 15 still standing on our map. Let's get to the back half of the video. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the Nuggets would run away with their second appearance in this video, and it was all Shaq. The Big Diesel would drop 43 and 14. Nobody could stop him. That duo with Jokic, man alive, Shaq, what a beast. Unfortunately, the Nuggets are adding another big. Chris Webber, he plays the 4. I don't know how that'll work, but we moved the Dallas Mavericks, finally making their debut in the video, facing off against Phoenix, who's got 2 legend editions already. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. If you watch most of my content, a lot of my content, you'll know how happy I am here. The Dallas Mavericks entering the video way too little, too late. The Phoenix Suns are stacked, and Dallas is eliminated just like that. D-Book had 30, Steve 20 and 8, not bad, but look at Bob McAdoo 14 and 16 with 5 blocks. He is so good. Dallas and the Thunder eliminated without any stress. That is a W video, my friends. And the Suns become our second team with 3 wins. They join the Sacramento Kings. Their third legend upgrade is gonna be oh my gosh, the perfect blend of legends. I mean, look at that. Steve, Tracy, D-Book, Bob McAdoo, all 94 plus in the starting lineup. Phoenix, okay. One of our few remaining teams to make their debut, the Lakers. Well, they're gonna be in tough. They have to take on the 3-win Sacramento Kings. Thanks to Bron and Luka, the Lakers kept this tough matchup close. However, Bob Pettit instantly dominated with 32 and 17. Jason Kidd had 14 assists. This Kings team is simply too good. A 4th win now for the Kings, leading the way in the video. Marc Gasol, kind of redundant with Sabonis, but I'm sure he'll help. As we moved along, the wheel and map would set up 2 new teams making their debut, Minnesota, Milwaukee. Oh wow, look at this, a 7-point lead for Milwaukee, minute and a half left. I think they're gonna win this game. Minnesota, I mean, they simulate so well on 2K26, Ant's not done. I'm surprised Ryan Rollins missing a 3. Oh, I thought McDaniels was gonna pull. Instead, he puts it on the deck, and he gets stripped by Rollins. Back in transition come the Bucks. Gary Harris gonna get fouled. I think that's gonna do it. And indeed, a 4-point win for Milwaukee. I'm looking at the box score. I don't really know how they did that. That's how. Giannis 38 and 15. Yeah, it was all Giannis. There you go. There's my answer. A nice win for the Bucks and a really nice legend pickup, Dwayne Wade, who fits in perfectly. Giannis needs all the help he can get. Well, back to the wheel we'd go. The Grizzlies up for their 3rd appearance, roping in Charlotte for their debut. Oh my, no, come on now. Come on, 2K. What am I looking at? Charlotte, my Charlotte Hornets. I root for them every video I record, and they might be pulling off the biggest upset we'll see in the video. Larry Bird, okay, makes Con Kneppel look like a fool, but I don't know if it's been Con doing most of the damage. LaMelo to the rim, and 1. Are you kidding me? Larry Bird has been completely held in check. I assume Clyde Drexler has 2. How are the Grizzlies not dominating the Hornets? LaMelo finishes the and 1. I told you we'd get chaos. We'd get surprises in this video. The Charlotte Hornets just did that. 47 and 11 from LaMelo. That's how. Just the best player on the floor. Better than Larry Bird, Clyde Drexler. What's up, LaMelo? I didn't see it coming, but obviously, like I just said, I'm always rooting for Charlotte. That's a good start to hopefully a long run. That is also the exact 2/3 mark in our video. 10 teams remain on the map, and there's some really shocking teams. Will the Magic Hat treat my Charlotte Hornets right, though? Let's see it right here, right now. Oh my, that is, come on, man. I could not have scripted that better. The Charlotte Hornets win a game and get prime LeBron James for their efforts. Man, imagine if they win this video. Down to 10 teams remaining. The Phoenix Suns were spun next. A bunch of great opponents around them. It's a heavyweight battle against Denver. This was a battle of 2 obvious favorites in this video. Phoenix having grabbed 3 legends already. Unfortunately for the Suns, it was all Denver. Jokic paced his Nuggets with 34, 8 and 8. Chris Webber had 18 in his debut, while Shaq chipped in 15 points in a blowout win. And after their timely victory, the Nuggets get a timely legend upgrade. Grant Hill, finally not a big. That should work out nicely for them. As back to the wheel we'd go, Orlando for just their 2nd appearance. They are challenging my Charlotte Hornets. Oh my word, dude, we had to do it. We had to jump in live. I think this game is over. Look at LeBron James and the Charlotte Hornets up 7. Kevin Garnett on the low block. That's right, I forgot who Orlando added. KG getting stopped up by Plumlee. No, he's not. He's scoring over him. 34, that is looking cursed, but look at the... Oh my gosh, he just missed a layup. What is happening? Bron, I was supposed to jump in here and coordinate you and the Charlotte Hornets. Paulo on the glass, get a stop. Paulo, did he just miss a dunk? What just happened? They didn't play much defense. It got a little hairy down the stretch, but the Charlotte Hornets are 2-0, ladies and gents. And once again, LaMelo Ball, superstar, 31 points. Braun was solid in his Hornets debut, but man, this is still LaMelo's team, apparently. Another big win for the Hornets, and they get actually kind of a perfect upgrade. Kevin McHale, 95 overall power forward. We were back to the wheel with just 8 teams remaining. The Nuggets back up, taking on a team we haven't seen in forever, the Houston Rockets. Ah, man, I figured we'd jump into this game. Down 8 very late, the Houston Rockets. They would need a miracle. Okay, Kevin Durant shot put. That worked. It'd be the craziest animations with Kevin Durant today, but yeah, only the one win for Houston. Prime Chris Paul is out there. They're down 5. It's not over yet. And Thompson in transition is going to get in for 2. Can the Rockets come up with a stop here? Alpin Şengün gets dunked on by Shaquille O'Neal. Never mind. They can't get a stop. Fair enough. I think this is the last chance for Houston. They need a 3 on this possession. They obviously can't get stops. Kevin, you're going to have to pull up. Don't step. Oh my gosh, he almost went backcourt. That would have been so classic 2K. Kevin Durant going to work. Chris Paul not getting a touch in the clutch. KD's going to put it up and in, but I said they needed a 3. It was too little too late. The Rockets shot 60% from the field and lost. I think Denver might be unbeatable. Grant Hill leading them in scoring. They are so deep. Yep. And they're going to add another legend. Good Lord. The 4th win of the video for Denver. They do get saddled, though, with another legendary Hall of Fame big. Alonzo Mourning, that rotation is crazy. Back to the wheel we'd go with just 7 teams remaining. We spun the Kings, which meant only one thing. The Denver Nuggets were back in action. The 2 biggest heavyweights of the video. I just showed it, but here is the Denver Nuggets roster. Joker, Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, Grant Hill, Chris Webber. So many bigs, but I mean, this is a great team. They have been so good. The Kings, meanwhile, 4 wins of their own. John Stockton, Bob Pettit, Jason Kidd, and Marc Gasol. I mean, 2 point guards, 2 bigs. The Kings have been cleaning up in their appearances. And look at this. Couldn't have scripted it better. A tight finish, 2 minutes left. Denver is up 5, however, which means it's kind of teetering. I need a Kings bucket on this possession. Jason Kidd throws it away. You've got to be kidding. Dude, Grant Hill in for the reverse jam. Well, that's exactly the opposite of what we needed. A really good instinctual play by Grant Hill. It's now a 7-point game. Just like that, it could be over. If the Kings don't get a bucket here, DeMar, can you please pass the ball, my guy? You have 4 Hall of Famers out there with you right now. DeMar, no, DeMar, what are you doing? The Kings were not ready for prime time. I jumped into the game and the Kings were like, uh-oh, the lights are too bright, blood. Grant Hill doing all the work for Denver. I don't know what they were doing down the stretch. Grant Hill, 34 points, 22 from Jamal, and all them bigs from the Nuggets. They've won 5 games now, which is why they own, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, 2/3 of our map of the USA. That is ridiculous. They will also get to add their 5th legend. Please don't make it be another big. That's perfect. That's exactly what they needed. I mean, maybe they could have used a point guard if we were being picky, but 96 Vince Carter, I'm sure they'll figure out how to use him. As we are really into the home stretch now, ladies and gents, 6 teams remaining. Back to the wheel, back to Detroit. 8 Mile we go. Actually, the Pistons are going to be sent on the road. We haven't seen them in a really long time. They're heading east, which is a tight squeeze between Philly or Boston. I'm going to say they're taking on the Celtics, 2 teams we haven't seen in a while. And look at this, 2 teams we haven't seen in a minute. Detroit, dominant, a 16-point win, or what could be a 16-point win. You know what? The last time we saw Boston, I remember looking at the box score. Dirk was not very good. They were pretty unawe-inspiring. All that to say, I'm not shocked to see them losing to a really good Pistons team who advances to the Final 5. Yeah, Dirk, what a disappointment for Boston. I think 1 of 8 in his first game, 6 of 18 here. While Mitch Richmond led the Pistons in scoring, Gary Payton on defense. Now they get a 3rd legend, in addition to, of course, the northeastern tip of the USA. We got too much red on our map. Ah, that's much better. There's still some awesome names left in the Magic Hat. The Pistons will add Pistol Pete Maravich. That's interesting. I forgot I put him on there. The Nuggets are hoarding all the big man upgrades. The Pistons hoarding all the guard upgrades. They're going to have to figure that rotation out. I think Cade's going to come off the bench. As we are really into the thick of it now, 5 teams left, a huge wheel spin that's going to put the Pistons right back into action. If they go east, I believe they have to play the 76ers. If they go west, it doesn't matter. They're going east. And the only team east of them is indeed the 76ers, who we've seen just 1 time this video. Is that right? And indeed, we've seen Philly just once this video. They stole Yao Ming, but that's it, and that's not enough. Detroit is on a mission. 25 and 18 for Jalen Duren. He is such a beast in real life. How did he lead the team with all these superstars around him? That's really impressive. The Pistons assert their dominance once again. They're coming for the throne. Truly an unprecedented and unpredictable Final 4 we have, as Detroit will add yet another weapon, Glenn Rice. All right, that's not the greatest. Both because Glenn Rice, only a 90 overall, the lowest rated legend available, but also he's another wing player. We need bigs in Detroit. I don't know, unless Jalen Duren's got it. But we've made it to our final four. Each wheel spin so important here. We've got two really obvious legit heavyweights, two polar bears in Arlington, Texas. Hey, there's one of them. This is a huge compass spin. Who will the Milwaukee Bucks have to play? Ooh, they're going south. I thought that might get them out of trouble, but no, they do have to play Denver, which is probably not going to go well. Here it is. Here it is, the potential biggest upset of the video. I thought it was the Hornets beating Memphis earlier in the video. Dwayne Wade throws it away. No. 5 wins in the video. 5 legend upgrades, including Vince Carter, who's slicing inside and missing a layup. Wait, Shaq on the glass? Kicks out to Joker. You gotta be kidding me, Milwaukee. I mean, I assume just putting on a show in this game. It's not over yet. D-Wade draws free throws. Just one legend upgrade for the Bucks. It is D-Wade. I see he's got 34 points now. I shudder to think what Giannis is doing. Can they make enough plays down the stretch? Vince Carter goes right around Taurean Prince. Well, then that's not great. Coming off a pin down screen, D-Wade on one side, Taurean on the other. He's putting up a 3. He gets fouled and one. Oh my gosh, 2K, you are cooking up something amazing. This might be the team of destiny right here. The Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know what I am watching. Jamal Murray doing a lot of dribbling. Back to the wing to Vince Carter. He just scored last possession and he makes up for his dumb foul. Thankfully, it was only a 2 though. Here goes D-Wade and the Bucks. They are just letting the flash ISO on Grant Hill. He's doing a lot of dribbling. Oh no, Shaq's in there on help D. Shaq's in there. What a cruel twist of fate. Shaq went 2 for 2 from the line. Really? For like the first time in his career. That is crazy. Milwaukee now, you can't have an empty possession. You really need a 3. D-Wade spinning inside. I didn't love it. I didn't love it, and he misses. Oh, we were so close to a monster upset. Milwaukee, full credit to you, but ends up coming up just short. D-Wade at 34. Whoa, Giannis with kind of a stinker. 13, 13, and 9. If you had given anything, maybe you win that game. Okay, to be fair, Giannis was guarding / being guarded by like 4 different Hall of Famers, so we'll give him a break. Win number 6 in the video for the Nuggets. They really don't need it at this point, but sure, why not? Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, it is so over. That really was the last chance any team had at upsetting the Nuggets, because I mean, look at this group of Avengers in front of you. The only way out of this pickle is if the Denver Nuggets do not play this next game. We need it to be Detroit versus Charlotte. Okay, step 1 complete. The biggest compass spin now of the video. I need it to spin south. If it spins south, Charlotte will be Detroit will be playing Charlotte. Wait a minute, it's going east. Technically, there is no team east of the Detroit Pistons, so I mean, if I go from here and then I go this way southeast, it's into Charlotte. You know what? My video, we're gonna do it. Both of these teams are undermanned compared to Denver, but winning this game will give them one more upgrade, whichever team it is. Maybe they'll have a fighting chance. Dude, I'm rooting for the Hornets, but come on, Detroit. You gotta capitalize here. The Hornets are only gonna have 3 legends if they win this game. That's not gonna be enough. Okay, Pistol, good bucket. I would love to see the Hornets finish their Linsanity run here with 2 wins. LeBron to the rim through the contest, gets it to go, but they are gonna be so overmatched by Denver. You know what? Whatever happens here, we'll be content with it. Pistol Pete once again going to work. The snatch back dribble. Oh, that was beautiful. It's really funny when I put these legends onto these teams to see who gets the who's the go-to player in the clutch. For the Charlotte Hornets, it's going to be LeBron inside Kalkbrenner. No, oh, he can't finish. Yeah, that's it. You got a 79 overall out there, Charlotte. What do you expect is going to happen? It was a tight finish, a good game. Charlotte with a great run down the stretch in this video. LeBron had 35, 9, and 3, almost backpacked his team, but in the end, 35 and 8 from Pete Maravich. Oh, just killing it for the Pistons. We love to see it, as they will be one of 2 teams remaining on our map, the Detroit Pistons and Denver Nuggets. It won't be quite enough to match Denver, but 5 wins in the books for Detroit, their 5th legend upgrade. No, it's another guard. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The Magic Hat absolutely trolling. Look at all these guard upgrades. Detroit has 5 legends. That should be enough to almost keep up with anybody, but I don't think they have enough bigs, especially when we take one last look at the Denver Nuggets. 6 legend upgrades, including Wilt, Shaq, Alonzo Mourning. Man, I mean, anything can happen. Let's get to it. Our final spin of the video, whoever this lands on will get home court advantage in our NBA Finals matchup. It's gonna be Denver. And read it and weep, ladies and gentlemen. Wilt Chamberlain inside for the emphatic dunk, just dunking on all my hopes and dreams of having a clutch finish. A great ending to this video. It is a blowout. The Denver Nuggets were simply too dominant, too good throughout this video. Gilbert Arenas getting a bucket there for the Pistons, kind of emblematic. They just kept getting guards. Gary Payton on top of Cade Cunningham and Gilbert Arenas, and I can't even remember who else. Meanwhile, Denver got a good mix of legends. The theme of today's video, NBA Imperialism, win a game at a legend, and with 6 wins and 6 legends in tow, it was indeed the Denver Nuggets who walked away as champions, and deservedly so, man. They were so good this entire video. By the way, very quickly, Nikola Jokic had 19 points and 21 assists. I think they had him playing point guard. That's just amazing, 2K. Well done.